What's going on, guys? Optical 20 back for another video review today. It's a different one, but it's Star Wars related, kind of collectible. I got this from GameStop this past holiday, and they were on sale for like 10 bucks each. And they're a charger, wireless charger for your phone. And you know, if you're planning to pick them up, I think they're regularly $20. They're saying they're like 50 originally. I don't know who's gonna buy this at 50, but as you can see, this is the Mandalorian one. It says wireless fast charge, you know, a rapid charger per se. It is pretty cool, I would say, right off the bat. So again, I bought it for $10 each, and I told PJ too. I was like, hey man, if you run into GameStop, just pick one up. You know, it says new 19 was 50. Maybe it was 50 back in the day, but it is pretty nice. I would say this right off the bat. It does light up, so you can see from the back. It does have that blue thruster LED lights for the Millennium Falcon, and for the Mando helmet, it does emit that blue kind of it's kind of like pulsating blue, depending on the mode that you get into. But for $10, again, you know, I can't stress this enough. It is. Maybe I would say even at 20, this is not bad, because a regular charger, a wireless charger, is around that price anyway. Now, if you are a Star Wars fan, then this would complement your, you know, your collection pretty darn well, if I might add. Lately, my kids has been crazy about Star Wars. And I said this before, I wasn't a huge Star Wars fan. It wasn't a thing for me growing up, but doesn't mean can't happen to my kids. So that's what we're at. You can see there's two modes in this helmet, and it's pretty nicely constructed. It is made out of plastic. And so you can see here, it has a USB cord. It does have a manual, which I guess for the modes, you know, it's a wireless charger. You have this brick here where you just kind of charge it with USB-A, and the other side is a USB-C. You can see a US wireless. I think it's like 7 or 5 volts. The normal one for like iPhones, I think it's 7 though. It can go up to 7, and it comes with its own, you know, wire right here. It's cable, and in the back you can see, I don't know why it has that kind of. It is fitting for the Millennium Falcon. You got that. I don't know what you call that. Kind of like the speed thing on the back. We're gonna do 2 products here, because what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna keep one at home and one in my office, so I can just display my nerddom out there. So most likely it's gonna be the Millennium Falcon, because I think it's cooler. Plus, the Mandalorian helmet, it does have this kind of smooth finish in him, so I figured it's just gonna get, you know, roughed up in the office. So at home, I'll put it right next to my bed, and you know, it's just gonna catch dust and all that stuff. But this guy, you can throw this around, and I feel like it is gonna take some damage. It is still made out of plastic, but there's a lot of cool details in here. Again, there's a mode 1 and 2 on the back. This is mainly for the light, and yeah, I mean, you get both of them. Both of them has this USB charger as well, so that is pretty cool. And as far as the switches, you know, and the build quality, as I mentioned earlier, it is made out of plastic. You can see there's mode 1 and 2. So if you do mode 2, it'll stay on all the time. So if you put it on the bedroom, it feels like a night light of some sort. It'll turn off once you start charging, which is kind of weird, because it's on if you're not charging, and it'll turn off when it is. So as you can see, my phone is kind of charged right now, and you probably couldn't see the back, so I'm going to turn it around. It is pretty bright, and it's pulsating while it's charging. Now, eventually this would turn off as well. I didn't want to wait, but I know it's more than a minute or so. And now this is the Mando. As you can see, I turn it on mode 2. It'll stay lit. So again, it is pretty cool if you want to use it as a night light, or just, you know, want to use it as a backdrop perhaps on your DTOLF, whatever the case is, on your display. So you could do that. That is a beautiful thing about it. You can turn it off, and if you just want to, you know, just use it as a wireless charger. And keep in mind, my phone has this very thick what do you call that, case to it. So I'm gonna turn this off. Like it's not catching the charge right away. So because it does have that kickstand right? You know, if I want to put it that way. So I have to find a sweet spot for it to charge. Still hasn't. So keep that in mind if your phone has. Most of the owners have a case on their phone anyway. So in my case, I gotta have to angle it a little bit, and you can see the light underneath. It's kind of pulsating as well. Again, this is mode 1, and I didn't really fully check how fast it charges, but it's pretty quick. I can tell you that. You know, maybe an hour, maybe even less. I don't know, man. Final thoughts on this guy. I mean, for even if you buy this at a regular price at $20, I think it's worth it. The Millennium Falcon has a lot of details on it. It is pretty cool. The Mando helmet, I just love Mandalorian, so I figured I should have picked up more just in case I break them. You know, I should have picked up more or maybe used them as a gift. I don't know. But holiday season are over, so I doubt you can. If it goes back to $10, you can pick it up. But at $20, it's not the worst deal or worst $20 that you would spend money on. I've spent worse. That's a lunch. But you know, if you run to GameStop and see one of them, at least you saw the video here. Hopefully this helps you out. They're not completely trash. I know they're cheap, but I think they're pretty worth it. So thank you for watching. Hopefully you like this video. Give it a thumbs up, subscribe to the channel, and I'll see you guys in the next video.